Hello, it's good to see you. Today we're going to do something a little different. I don't think this is something I've actually ever done before, but today we're going to look through some of my YouTube props, stuff that I have purchased or acquired to use in videos. Some of the things I have used previously, some of them I have not used yet. A lot of them I have plans for. I just haven't actually used them yet. So I actually have two big totes here beside me on the floor, and they're very full. And I actually have more up in the attic. But right now we're just going to look through some of the items that I have here with me. And they're all mixed up. They're not in any particular order. So I'm going to just show you some of my YouTube stuff. Some of this is going to look familiar. Here's one item. Now this one I did use recently. I think I used it in at least one video recently. This is, these are samples of fabrics. And you have this nice thick plastic cover over the top. And they're all different colors. These are jacquards from Carol Fabrics. And it's neat. It has this little handle on it. Most of these props I found at Goodwill, which there are several really great Goodwills in and around Greensboro, and that is where I found most of this stuff. That's where I found this, actually. It's really nice. It's a good size, and you know it's big enough that I can show it to you in detail. You can look up close at it, at the detail of the pieces of fabric. So I decided to hang on to this. After I did a video recently, I was going to take it back to Goodwill, because what I do a lot of times after I use a prop, like something like this, I will just take it and donate it back. So that way they can sell it again and get some more money out of it, and it doesn't clog up my place. If I kept all the props, my house would look like an episode of Hoarders, and I don't want that. So this is the first thing. And some of this stuff I'm going to have to look at it because I'm not sure what it is. Oh, this, I actually forgot I had this. This is a t-shirt, and it has an embroidered, it's pink, and it has an embroidered L on it. I thought that would be perfect for Lynette, which I do have some ideas for her. Unfortunately, I've not been able to get to a role play for her, but I do plan to. So this is a shirt for Lynette to wear, and the back is just plain. It's just a regular ladies t-shirt, and it's a nice lovely pink, and I just thought this was cool. To me it just looked like something she would wear with like a baseball cap or something. So that is one of Lynette's shirts. If you saw my most recent Obsessed fan video, you remember this? And this wig. And this is the way I found it. I found it, well, it was actually a little more messed up than this. Like, all the hair was just all bunched up. And it just looked like a crazy person's hair. Just like an insane, you know, just an obsessed fan, you know. So I didn't go to a lot of trouble to brush it out to make it look better. So I held on to it. It's actually a pretty decent wig, except for the fact that it's all tangled. And so I decided to keep it. I don't normally find wigs at Goodwill, but when I do find them, they're usually pretty cool. Actually, Charity's hair was a Goodwill wig. So this one I found this one just a few days before I did that video, so I haven't had it very long, which is why it's sitting right on top. Oh my goodness, look at this. Now this is, it's just a selfie stick, but you can also, it has a tripod thing, so you can stand it up like that, and it telescopes, like you can make it longer or shorter. And there's a little thing here that you can turn to loosen it up. And then this swivels, so you could stick your phone in here. It has a spring. You pull it, put your phone in here, and you get it, wherever you want it. And then you can just tighten this part and it will stay wherever you want it. I bought this when I first started making videos. I bought this back when I was still just using my phone to do all my videos, before I bought any other cameras or microphones or anything. And I used this to position my phone to make my videos when I first started. Probably the first 10 videos or so, I had to find a way to angle my phone where I wouldn't have to hold it. And I would actually stack books and then use tape and kind of like tape my phone to the books where it would kind of point down but not fall. That was real high-tech stuff. That's how I used to do it. And then I got this to hold my phone, and I used this quite a bit. But then it was after that I switched to this particular camera and microphone. So the last time I used this was when I did the video where I showed you the transformation into charity. I used this because I was using my cell phone to record that, and I was able to put the phone in here and angle it in a way that I could do my nails and you could see what I was doing. I actually had it set down in the sink right on the counters down in the sink. So how you do it works. So that's something that I haven't used much except for Charity's getting ready video. This looks like a pharmacy smock. It is a pharmacy smock. It's from Walgreens. And it's like something a pharmacist or a pharmacy technician would wear. I worked in retail pharmacy for almost 3 years when I was in college. And I worked for a different drugstore chain. But I got this at Goodwill also. These are hard to come by. I had to look for this for several months before I found one. But that way I could do a drugstore role play. I don't think I've actually used it. If I have, I've forgotten. But if and when I get ready to do another drugstore role play, I will have a Smock here and I can pretend to work at Walgreens. I've made almost 1,000 videos. It's hard to remember them all. Here's a red. Oh, this is Lynette's. Actually, this is coming up. If you hear any sneezing, I have a cat over here. My cat Evie was sick. She had an upper respiratory thing, and she's all better. I took her to the vet, and she's all better. But now Pumpkin, my other cat, has caught it, and she's probably gonna end up having to go too. But she's lying on my bed, and she sneezes every now and then. She's doing okay though. This is a polo shirt, and this also came from Goodwill. And here's why I bought it. It has Hollywood nails and spa embroidered on the front right here. And I bought this for Lynette for an idea that I kind of have for her and Trish coming up when I get time to do that. So I saw this, and this is where I got the idea for something for them to do. A lot of times if I need inspiration, if I'm trying to think of something to do a video about, if I go to Goodwill and just walk around and look at everything, I just look at everything in every department, I get so many good ideas. I see things that just make me think of, oh, you could do, if you had that, you could do this or that. And I saw this and I instantly thought of Lynette. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but that's for her. At some point she will have that. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. This is the very first camera that I bought. I would have bought this back in about August of 2015. And I wore it out. I wore this one completely out. It actually has electrical tape on it. not because it was completely worn out, but because Evie chewed on it a little bit. Not when it was plugged up or anything, but apparently she bit it. And it wasn't totally damaged, but it was a little bit. So I just wrapped it in tape and made sure to keep her away from it. This was the first webcam, and I made videos with this camera for over 2 years. So any videos that you saw from me up until probably the end of last year, the end of 2017, they were made with this camera right here. And I liked it so much I just bought another one just like it. And that's what I'm using right now. But I kept this one just for sentimental reasons. It just didn't feel right to get rid of it, you know. I just wanted to keep it, so I did. I think we've seen this one also. This is Drapery Velvet. I did a role play of remodeling and used this as part of that video. It is Drapery Velvet fabric. And all the fabric is basically made the same. It's just different colors. And on the back of each one, it tells you the color name and information about that color. It's very beautiful fabric. But I found this one the same time I found the other one that I showed you earlier. I bought these together. I imagine the person donating it probably said, nobody's ever going to want to buy this, you know. I don't know why I'm taking it to Goodwill. Nobody's going to buy it. I bought it. And I don't run across those very often, so I decided to hang on to them because you really don't see that very often in there. And this also came from Goodwill. These are Sherwin-Williams Paints. And I know you can go in the store and get these, but it just didn't feel right going in and taking something like this if I wasn't going to buy any paint. So when I saw one in Goodwill, I got it. I think I paid $1 for it. But it has all these different pretty paint colors. So I knew that there were a lot of uses that I could use this for, a lot of things I could do with it. So I know I've used it in several videos over time and decided it would be best just to hang on to it because I'm pretty sure I'll use it again. Oh. I didn't really care for the picture on the cover of this thing. But this lady just, I don't know, she looks tired. That wig just looks weird on her to me. I don't know why. It just kind of, I don't know. But I bought it because it's kind of a big boofy wig, you know. It's like big hair. I got this one on eBay, and I thought it would be good for like a dance mom or a cheer mom. I think I used it once, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Honestly, don't remember. But it was new when I bought it. It's more than what I paid for most wigs. I think I actually paid about $30 for it, but I couldn't find anything like it that I really liked. So I went with this one. It's called the New Dolly. I wanted something kind of like a Dolly Parton wig, you know, something kind of big. And that was about the best I could find. So I do want to do another a mom video, like a dance mom, or I was actually thinking about something like a track mom or a soccer mom, a lacrosse mom. These are all things I know nothing about. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research and figure out what someone like that would say. It's part of the reason why I haven't done it. What's this? This is a big t-shirt. Oh my god. This one I've had for a while. I remember. It's a t-shirt that says Tater's Garage. It's in South Salem, New York. This came from Goodwill. Tater's Garage. And I don't know, I saw this and thought it would be cool to do a role play where maybe I answer the phone in a garage. Maybe I am going to talk to you about your car. I don't know. It's a gigantic shirt. It's It says it's a large, but it's really, it must be a men's large. I mean, it eclipses me. It's huge. That's okay. It doesn't have to fit perfectly. See, this is why I make so many videos. I can't keep up. I have all these ideas of things I want to do, and I don't have enough time to get to all of them. These are the leftover envelopes from the Valentine's that I did back in February. This was the smallest package of red envelopes I could find in a hurry. I think there were 50 in here, and these are just the ones that were left over after I sent out Valentine's. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. This is a shirt for the gossipy 40s lady. It's just a plain gray shirt. It's made of polyester, and I know this is not, they didn't have this kind of stuff in the 40s, but you know, as I've said before, not everything in the video is 100% authentic from the 40s. You just have to go with it, you know. But it just, I don't know, it just looked kind of old-fashioned to me. So it just looked kind of, you know, more, not like a modern shirt. So that came from Goodwill too. I found these at Dollar Tree. I forgot about these. These are party glasses, and it's like a little drink. It's like a martini. It's kind of hard to see, but these little sparkly glasses, and I never ended up doing anything with these. They just got stuck down in there, and I forgot about them until just now. This I have used several times. This is an old phone, an old push button phone. Bless you. It's an old push button phone. It's a Bell phone by Northwestern Bell Phones. So if I ever need a video where I have to answer the phone, I can use this one. And like my keyboards, you can see that all the cords are removed because obviously I'm not using it for anything. But that way I can just set it wherever I need it, and I don't have any cords getting in the way except this one. But I can work around that. That also came from Goodwill. Oh, here we have a little basket, and it has all kinds of stuff in it. This is ink for my stamper, for my ink pad that I bought for my stamps. I have black ink and red ink in the little thing here. I also have dry erase markers nestled in my little basket here. I have Crayola dry erase markers and Expo dry erase markers. And I have a little container of Sort Quick, which I don't think I've ever used in a video. But this is kind of a waxy substance that you kind of rub your finger in it, and it helps you sort paper. Kind of makes your fingertip a little tacky, so you can sort the paper better. Pumpkin is sniffing stuff on my bed. Oh, this one came from Goodwill. Check it out. This is an old, like a gray curly wig. This one ended up costing more than I thought it did. They charged me $8.99 for this wig, which I thought was a bit much. I went ahead and got it anyway. Oh, Pumpkin's moving around. I may need to let her out. But I have not used this wig yet. It's nice though. It's let's see, it's a good quality wig. It's from Gabor. And it's very nice. See? And oh, this wig I know I've used at least once. I've hit a layer of wigs. Like the earth has layers, these totes apparently have layers. This wig doesn't look like much. It's just a short, straight wig. It doesn't look too spectacular just holding it up. But it's actually kind of cute when you put it on. This one, I think I got this one on eBay. And I've had it for a while, but I haven't really used it. I think I've used it maybe one time. This one I haven't used at all. This came from Goodwill. It was a brand new wig. It's a pink curly wig. And you can see it's really big. I've never used it, but it was looks like it was $1.99. The sticker is still on the back. I didn't have anything in mind for it. I still don't have anything in mind for it. I just went ahead and got it because it was $2, and I thought, why not? It's not going to take up much room. Oh no, this you've seen. This is my apron. And I got this on eBay. It's just a regular, generic black apron. It's nothing fancy about it. I've used this in several videos. I think Harvest wore it once. I think Lynette even wore it. Yeah, Lynette wore it when she was working at Waffle House, I think. Several people have worn this apron. It's just a plain black apron. And a t-shirt. White t-shirt. Oh, this is one of Harvest's. Know better, judge better. That's exactly right. So you've seen this one. If you've watched any of those. I'm not really sure what Harvest is up to. Doing role plays takes more time and preparation, and I've been really busy lately, and I just haven't been able to get to it. I will though. And here is another white jacket. This one is short sleeved. I think the other one was too. But this one is just plain. I think Dr. Benson, the dentist, I think wore this. And this one's a bit longer than the Walgreens jacket, and it zips up instead of having buttons. And that also came from Goodwill. If you make videos and you're looking for props like this or medical scrubs, I would recommend trying a thrift store. You can usually find stuff like that pretty cheap. It's cheaper than going out and buying it new. And the next item is Lynette's prison jumpsuit. Got busted penitentiary. And this I had to go to eBay to find. This was actually part of a costume, an inmate costume. I wanted to get something cheap. I think this was about $10. So this is what Lynette wore. But I kind of had the feeling, especially with Charity and some of the weird stuff she gets involved in and some of the stuff she does, it might not hurt to hold on to this because, and it wouldn't surprise me if Charity or even Harvest ended up in jail at some point. And they might need something to wear. So I have held on to Lynette's big full-length costume. Okay. And here, this shirt is just really cool. It's an I Love Lucy shirt. It's a scrub top, and it's a V-neck, just a basic V-neck scrub top. And it has all kinds of pictures from scenes from I Love Lucy on here. It's very soft too, and it's authentic. It's I Love Lucy uniforms. It's pretty cool. And here's a jacket. What kind of jacket have we got? Oh, this is nice. It's from Mack, like Mack trucks. It's silver embroidery. It's really nice. This is a nice, like a little windbreaker kind of thing. And this was another thing that I picked up at Goodwill and just thought it would be good for a role play. Like if maybe I could be a salesperson for Mack trucks or customer service type person. I'm kind of imagining though with a garment like this that I would be more likely to be in sales or service, maybe working in the garage or something. I don't know that somebody that just takes phone calls would walk around wearing this. Oh, I meant to do this over Christmas and totally forgot. This is a box full of Christmas trivia. And it's kind of like Trivial Pursuit. And these little cards all have little trivia questions about Christmas on here. And it's from ChristmasFunGames.com. And I totally forgot about it. It went down to the bottom of my tote and I forgot all about it. So I could do it anyway, even if it's not Christmas. Let's look in here. There's a few other items in this other tote over here. This hat came from Goodwill. You never know what you're going to find in there. Here is a hat for quick bait fly bait. Kills more flies faster. And I thought I've been wanting to do a pest control video, like somebody like the Orkin Man or somebody like that. Only I imagine I would be kind of a bitchy pest control person. I'm going to come to your house and we're going to talk about your pest problem. And maybe I could wear this hat. That was my first thought when I saw this. I said, yeah, bitchy pest control person. So I'm going to hang on to that. This I picked up on clearance. These are dice from Ace. You get 10 dice in here. And I have not done anything with them yet. I kind of imagine I would do a video with like the clicking sound of the dice, like hold them in my hand and just do a video where they click around, you know. But it's so hard to find time to do all these things that I get ideas for. Now, this is one of my mini keyboards. I have probably close to 30 keyboards, although I have my favorites, ones that I like the sound of. This is one of my favorites. It's kind of a quiet, subtle sound to it. This is Hewlett Packard keyboard that I picked up at Goodwill. You see, I cut the cord. I don't need it, so I just bought it for videos, for the sounds. So there's that. And this I got for a post office role play that I have not done yet. This I bought on eBay. It's kind of hard to fold out. This is a big post office, a poster that came from a post office. It's gigantic. Has to do with stamps. It's so big I can't even show you. It says, for the ride of a lifetime, collect stamps. So it's very big, but I thought if I did another post office role play, I could put it on the wall right behind me. And it was really cheap, so that was good. This is just a little box here, and Lynette uses this pretty frequently for her nail polish. If she has a client coming in and they want to get their nails done, but they're not exactly sure what color they want, she could put some in here, some in here, and some in here. And I think Lynette is the only one who has ever actually used this. And this was another item that came from Goodwill. I have a a feeling this is Lynette's, our Harvest's other shirt. Yeah, it is. And no, I do not wear these outside of the house. I don't wear this out in public. No. Harvest is the only one who wears this shirt. And here is a shirt that I bought. I think I have worn this once. I think a bitchy cashier or somebody wore it. This I might wear out in public if I'm having a bad day. It's just a plain brown t-shirt. I bought that online from somewhere. Honestly, don't remember. This wig is very curly. This one came from Goodwill. Still has a tag on it. I don't remember how much I paid for it. It's from Naomi Sims. I don't have a use in mind for it. I just saw it and thought it was cool. So I bought it. Oh my God. For several years, I sold ugly Christmas sweaters on eBay back when it was hard to find them in retail stores, and it was really popular to have ugly Christmas sweater parties. I made pretty good money on it, but over time it got to where they weren't selling as well because you can go in any store and buy ugly Christmas sweaters. But this is one I bought to sell, and it never sold, but something about it made me want to keep it. It just made me think of Lynette. I don't know. It's absolutely horrible. And it's enormous. It's very colorful. It's insanely colorful. Look at this thing. And this is a vintage. It's an Avon. It's made by Avon. An Avon vest. And it has some really freaky looking Santa Clauses on it. And jingle bells and sparkly bows. I can imagine Lynette wearing this, but I can also imagine Lynette not being very happy wearing it. Like Aunt Verlene made her wear it or something for some God only knows what reason. It just makes me think of her. Oh, look, it's the bitchy librarian. This is her hair. This is bitchy librarian's hair. Straight out of the box. There's so many things I want to do. If I didn't have a full-time job, I would have time to do these things. But the bitchy librarian is the only one who ever wears this hair. It's actually a nice wig. I don't remember where I got it. I think it actually came from eBay. That's where a lot of my wigs come from. I think this one came from eBay. And another keyboard. This is an oldie right here. This is one of the older keyboards. Who made this? Qtronics? I have no idea. I remember using these, God, 20 years ago. I don't think I've used this one recently. But that's another one of my keyboards. And this wig, I think this was the bitchy cheer mom's hair. I think she wore it with like a headband or something. Yeah. This is another eBay wig. It's really pretty. I like that it has the, this kind of has little highlights in it, you know, like streaky, not super chunky highlights, but subtle highlights. I mean, if I were one to wear a wig like every day, like a normal thing, I would wear this. I would wear this wig. Sure, why not? It's actually pretty. I really like it. Oh God, another wig. This one's in a hairnet thing. Let's see if I can take it out. This one I think I've only used once. This one has definitely chunky highlights in it. Let's shake it out. There we go. It's pretty, but I just haven't. I think I used it in one video, one or two, quite a while ago. But it's nice. It's very shiny. Oh, these are hypodermic needles. They're real. These belong to my stepmother who passed away almost 4 years ago now. She was diabetic, and when she passed away, she had a lot of these left over. And my dad asked me if I needed them. I said no, but I wouldn't mind having a few, just, you know, take the needles off and use them as props in a video. So he brought me a bag of these little needles. I've never actually used them in a video. I've just left them in here in the bag, just the way they came. They're just little 1cc, I think. Just tiny little 1cc needles. Ooh, this is a really messy wig. I think this one came from Goodwill. This is one that I picked up cheap. This is one I think I would probably use in a hair cutting video if I just needed something to cut. Like, bless you. If I needed to do a hair cutting video, I could use this one. It's very similar to another one that I have. So I don't really need it. I have one that's in this better quality than this. This is a pretty cheap wig here. But if I needed some hair to cut, see, I could just kind of brush this out and use that for a hair cutting video. There's a lot of stuff in here. Here's another keyboard. This is an old Dell keyboard. Keys are stiff on this thing. See, cord's cut. I have so many of these. It's so funny. I'll be standing in Goodwill going, and most of the time it already sounds like when I have. Bless you, Kitty. One more thing, and then I think I'm going to have to tend to my cats. What is this? Oh, it's a hoodie. It's a zip-up hoodie. Oh, it's from a car wash. Automasters car wash. This is cool. You know what? I would actually wear this like every day. I love hoodies. I wear a lot of hoodies in the fall and winter. I would wear this like normal. It's got a cute little car on it. And this is another one that I've just happened to see and thought that would be good for a role play if I wanted to pretend I worked at a car wash. Maybe we could go over some details about some of the different services we provide and help you decide what you might be interested in doing. What if you want to have your car detailed or waxed, or all the different things that you can get. We could use it for that. Oh wait. Ooh, no, I know I said I was going to stop, but look. I remember finding this. It is a Maserati sweatshirt. Has the little Maserati symbol on the front. It's an Anvil sustainable sweatshirt. And it has a big Maserati symbol on the back. And it was just such a unique find. I had to get this. I've had this shirt over a year. I haven't done nothing with it. But I thought it would be cool if I wanted to do something like a Maserati dealership kind of thing. Or more than likely wearing a sweatshirt. I might work in the service departments, parts and maintenance and things like that. But yeah, I have a lot of different items that I can work with and make videos with. And I just wanted to take a little bit of time and look through them, not just to show you, but to remind myself of what I have, so that I can get some of these ideas going. But thank you so much for coming to see some of my props. This isn't all of them. This is like maybe a third of them. but I wanted to show them to you. Thank you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.